The Basic Elements of Music, Lesson 21, Slurs and Ties, presented by SARAHTIM Music Publishing. And Lesson 21, Slurs and Ties. This will be one of the worksheets we'll do at the end. And this is an excerpt from Hector Berlioz's Symphonie Fantastique, the clarinet part. So we're going to focus on that for a minute. Okay, a slur is a sign, a line, a symbol that connects two notes of different pitch. Okay. So you can see Berlioz has put a slur on these symbols here because he wants a smooth connection from note to note. And then a tie is when you connect notes of the same pitch. And he uses a tie here. Okay. So there's a slur connecting notes at different pitches. These are all slurs here, which just adds color and phrasing to the music. These are all slurred. Okay, these are slurred as kind of a pickup to the next note. Da di ya di ya. Okay, and part of a slur, and then tongued passage here. Di ya da da da. Let me tell you what this is here. The GP, the grand pause, that just means it's a dramatic pause. Everything just comes to a stop, silence, and then the music continues. Okay, this is a tie here. So these are notes of the same pitch, a tie. This is also a tie here. Okay. So you can see Berlioz uses lots of articulations as far as how he wants the slurs and ties to go. Okay, so let's focus on the slur. You're going to play smoothly between notes at different pitches. Okay. Rossini uses the slur here in the Barber of Seville. He wants these passages done smoothly. Okay. And he wants a slur here. These are all tongued da 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 da. And Mahler uses a slur here in this passage. Okay, so that slur is that curved line connecting notes of different pitches. Okay. Here's a passage. There are no slurs. So that means each note needs to be articulated or tongued. So each note is specifically started with the tongue. Now the curved line, the slur, means to connect them. So the only one that is tongued is the first one. Okay. Now the slurs are just phrased differently. So now we're going to tongue only three of them. The beginning of the slur, the beginning of the slur, and this separated note here. Now they are grouped in twos, so we're only going to tongue the first of each slur. Okay. Now we're going to tongue here, 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 and here. Okay. Now this is a tie, so connecting notes of the same pitch. This is an excerpt from Mahler again, and he uses a long, long tie, a passage where they're all connected. Okay. And another passage here. So that's a long tie. So for a tie, you want to add up the counts, and that's how long you're going to hold it. So now we have a half note connected to a quarter note. So those are tied together, so now you're going to hold it for 3 counts. Okay. Now you have a half note and a half note, so you're going to hold that for 4 counts. Okay. Now you have a whole note connected to a half note, so that's going to be 4 counts plus 2. You're going to hold that for 6 counts. Okay, and a whole note connected to a whole note will be held for 8 counts. Okay? And it could be a shorter note value preceding a longer one, but you still add it all together. 1 plus 4, still 5 counts. Whole note to a quarter note, 4 plus 1, 5 counts. Okay, so let's do something here with this passage, and we're going to tie some notes together. So now we're going to tie these notes of the same pitch, which will be the equivalent of holding it for 2 beats, half notes. Okay. So it could have been written this way as opposed to this way. But whenever you see 2 notes connected, you just want to add them together. Okay. This is a passage from Rossini's Barber of Seville where he uses a tie connecting notes. Okay. So your worksheets. This one, you're going to circle the answer. The answers are here. You're going to circle the correct answer. Okay. For number 1, this is a slur, so you're going to circle slur. This is a tie, so you're going to circle tie. Okay. This one you have to watch closely. You're going to use a line to show the distance of the slur and a line to show the distance of the tie. So S for slur, and then draw a line, tie, slur, tie, slur, tie. Okay. And the next one, you're going to show if there is a tie within a slur. Okay, so you have a tie, slur here, and then you're going to put a box around a passage that has a slur and a tie within the slur. Okay, a little bit more challenging, but you can do that. Okay, that brings us to the end of the lesson on slurs and ties. On to lesson 22, where we start composing your own music.